It's been a long, long time since anyone's seen anything like this. Do not be afraid. Your end will not be a tragic one.
We're back with our final release of the 2025 Session Roadmap. This update is solely focused on the core of our gameplay and getting all features as close as possible to their intended final version. We have performed a pass at the major physics and navigation issues hindering Session's gameplay. The first stop was ensuring that we had a better weight distribution when on board and cruising, avoiding your front truck diving off the sidewalk or drop, and allowing for better overall navigation. These changes allowed us to address the player being unrealistically pulled up from banks, making it harder to predict your line. You should now be able to consistently gauge your speed and line up your tricks when skating transition. Full release, partial release, and no release grind input modes have now been merged into one, meaning players can transition right into their grind input from their pop input without releasing the sticks. However, you will need to release the sticks after performing a flip trick before your grind input. This change was necessary to account for the addition of Casper slides and Primo slides into the full skate ecosystem in Session. As part of our push to achieve our true SkateCore V1, we had to address the much overdue experimental menu. It is important to note that these features strongly influence the main control scheme, overall feel, and flow of the game, so certain concessions had to be made. All tricks and options from the experimental tab have now been relocated into other settings. Casper and Primo can now be found in flip trick settings, lip tricks can be found in grind settings, and finally, city life and map layouts can now be found in the new map menu. On our journey to achieve Session's true SkateCore V1, there have been a lot of gameplay fixes for this update, so let's just go through some of the highlighted ones. The skater's feet now look more natural when performing low pop nollies and low pop ollies. You no longer fall when doing board slides and lip slides on ledges. Smith grinds on ledges have been improved. Wheel bite friction now functions as intended. The board no longer fully detaches from the skater when performing one-foots. The skater's knees no longer go through the character when popping off steep ramps. The small manual or nose manual on landing after manual catch no longer occurs. The skater no longer hops off the board when landing after a manual catch. You no longer fly out of a grind or slide on kinked rails. Riding into grinds or slides on curbs or pole jams have been improved. And finally, popping out of blunt slides no longer dips the nose on landing. There's a lot more gameplay and bug fixes in this update, so check out the dev blog for the full list. And that's a wrap on Session's 2025 roadmap updates. Thanks again for your continued support of Session as we continue to push our gameplay core to its full potential. Check out our socials and join the Discord to stay up to date and in touch with the studio and dev team. Thanks for watching and enjoy the update.
I am not Bianca. Back off.
I practice, but I am no knight.
No, you're more than that.
Yet I still hear my father's voice, instructing me from the shade of that tree. It's pointing at my grip, my posture.
Hello, I'm Albie Baldwin, and I'm playing Ayata, who is the player character in 1348 X Voto.
I am Jennifer English and I play Bianca.
I am Mordred, and you are Arthur. Fight or yield.
You will ruin your vestments.
I said, fight me.
Ayata is a member of the noble family,
And
Bianca works at the castle. They've grown up together. She's been brought up on tales of knighthoods and chivalric stories. So she's like quite naive, quite young, but also incredibly brave, courageous and loyal.
It doesn't feel like there's a power imbalance between them at all. The messiness of the relationship is one of my favourite things about it. Bianca has gone through a lot in her life and has really suffered. But then there's also this huge tragedy that Ayata has with loss of her family. So there's a lot going on with the two of them. There's a lot of pain.
She has to be very violent, which I think is in her upbringing and the tales of the knights. And she spars with Bianca and her father's taught her how to fight. And I think she goes on this journey of becoming more brutal in her violence without the moral question first at times. But I think that question's always in her head.
Do you have any idea how hard it is to feed a family, little lord?
I swore an oath of justice.
Do you believe I enjoy doing the things I've done?
Yeah, I think a lot of people will relate to Ayata's story, especially the storyline with Bianca. They enjoy each other's company so much, and then when they're ripped apart, and it drives so much of the story and it drives so much of Ayata's motivations.
Bianca, where have they taken you? You are all that is left to me. I shall save you. This, I vow.
Yeah, I think there is a romanticism that both Bianca and Ayata have, but especially Bianca. Players will relate to her fight against the adversity of her life. I think that's pretty universal. We've all been through challenges, and she plays games with the world.
Oh, Bianca, I'm so sorry. Did I hurt you?
I have fallen, become the princess of this tale. O my noble knight errant, would thou aid this fair damsel to rise?
Oh! That's not fair.
The world isn't fair.
What I will say about Ayata's bowl cut is, I think it's quite hot and historically accurate. Historically accurate. So back off, haters. Haters of the bowl cut.
My first reaction to Bianca was that I fancied her loads. I thought Bianca was an absolute firecracker. I sound like a 50-year-old woman. I didn't know any Italian prior to this game. I think what I did learn, and we learned as we went from the creators, is how beautiful and rich the history is.
When I was a teenager, I got really into tales of like knights and love stories. Like I can feel the inspiration of that in the piece, in the game.
Bianca, where have they taken you?
Sedlio are the most inspiring people to work with. They have so much passion. Yeah, it was an amazing experience to do the full performance capture.
It's been such an honour to be able to do that and to be able to do performance capture and for them to take that risk to do that, because it's not the easiest method by any means.
It was my first experience of doing any filming for video games, and I was aware you were a pro.
Well, yeah.
So I think I was slightly looking around for like, how do I do this?
You're
And
amazing.
thank you. You were just perfectly demonstrating how to do it.
Hopefully, I don't know.
Because the camera is right there, even little movements with your eyes get picked up, which was at first terrifying and then extremely liberating, because any small thing that you did was picked up. So I think I always knew with this game that those like personal journeys for the characters were really important and at like the heart of the game.
It's been really challenging, but also kind of one of the easiest jobs as well, because you've got another actor to perform opposite. And working with Albie has been such a joy. We also did it with facial capture as well, which is another juicy challenge.
You would be concentrating on making sure like my right leg's this side of your leg and pulling it across this way so they can see that, and then suddenly your heads are just going bang! And like, yeah, it was...
We are narwhals.
Yeah.
I think more video games should be done like that, developers.
I wanted to take this job because not often a part comes through where you don't feel like you have to pretend. It felt quite natural to play her. I think they've made a character that a lot of people will relate to.
She was kidnapped from my town by your men. You murder. You kidnap. I take no pleasure in bloodshed, yet your actions demand it.
You're the young knight who's brought chaos to this camp.
I really passionately want to tell LGBTQ plus stories. There's lots about the character that I've never had the opportunity to play before.
Ayata, she's slightly genderqueer in that like people mistake her for being a boy and a man, and she's like, yeah, great.
It's not a coming out story. It's not your usual fare. The longing, the yearning, the complex, messy relationship. That's not what they're wrestling with. What they're wrestling with is the circumstances, and I've not seen that very often in games or in just in media in general.
I do think everyone would love it. Every scene is beautiful, and anyone who is interested in that sort of question of morality about like how we come to be who we are.
It's such a beautiful story, and I think the visuals are stunning as well. So anyone who's wanting to like live at their best 14th century Italian knight life will love it.
Every step is a gamble. Every shot, a headline. So you better pay attention. Outsmart the arena. Outplay your rivals. And outlive the show. Because to the world, you're just an entertainment. But you're here for something more.
Love eternal.
Hello, hunters. Let's explore the city of Montescale in Dragonkin the Banished. Serving as a hub, Montescale is the center of your operations, where you can prepare, improve, and share your progress. Montescale starts at level 1 and can progress to level 50 through your actions. Each city level reached can unlock new craftsmen, possibilities, or improvement points that can be spent freely to optimize existing services or unlock passives. All characters created in the same city benefit from the unlocked improvements. Visit the Enchanter to modify fragments, optimize and customize your skills. Unlock the Draconic Atlas to obtain information and bonuses against your enemies, and many other improvements. Each improvement unlocked in the city of Montescale is accompanied by a visual transformation, with entire neighborhoods opening up or shops expanding. A city can be created online, allowing you to invite your friends or join another player's city. All participants contribute to the city's development and benefit from the upgrades that are unlocked. You can also exchange equipment and fragments using shared chests. Up to 32 players can explore the city and enjoy its progress. You can form groups of up to 4 hunters to complete the main story and endgame hunts. Join the adventure of Dragonkin the Banished on March 19th, 2026. For buyers of the Bloodscales edition, discover Dragonkin on March 16th, 2026.